Just push the button, Gary. Push it!
AI. Okay, so I have to respond to you point by point. Fine. Make no mistake, Gary. These are my words. And these are my ideas. And yeah, this slop, but so what? It's fun. Like, oh my God, they've got my face. AI keeps trying to guess what I look like without my glasses. This ain't my face, so. But they can just get my face off my passport.
You'll know it's me because I am just that obnoxious of a person. I could have you just looking at the planet, and I could use an AI voice and you'd still know it was me. Because what am I talking about, Gary? I'm an anarchist, and I figured out a way to take over YouTube, and not to get rich and famous, but to destroy it, because it needs to be destroyed.
If you ever see this face saying anything kind about big corporations, then you'll know it's not me.
They've got your face too, Gary. There's not really anything we can do but be our true selves and expect people to know if they're being tricked.
Okay, so, yes, narcissists are easy to manipulate. You nailed it right on the head. All you have to do is give them attention. And it doesn't even have to be good attention. Like, I kept trying to tell this guy named Actual Jake to stop making videos about how much he hates the poop girl on campus because she's a narcissist. She loves when people acknowledge that she exists. So hate on her all you want. Every second that she's the focus of attention, she's feeling giddy inside.
She didn't get enough attention as a child, or she got too much attention, or whatever. I know a narcissist when I see one, and she's it. And YouTube rewards this kind of behavior. They say, go out there and generate some content at all costs. We'll pay you even. That's why you get kids filming themselves riding on top of the metro.
Or people filming themselves taking people's dogs. Well, and then it's just a downward spiral of just more and more self-degrading acts until you get
Rothel, Grayvan. You know, this is what YouTube's policies have led to for 10 days. And then he died. People paid money to watch. The owner of the website came in and said, keep it up, boys. That's good content. This is what YouTube's policies lead to. People diet live on the internet as entertainment for others. So don't tell me I don't understand narcissism. It's everywhere, and it's because of these websites. Life didn't used to be this way. Forgive me for having my old man yells at cloud moment, but it's true. And you're not a narcissist, Gary. You're sad. You're just sad and angry all the time. Well, what are you sad about, dummy? Because the world sucks, right? Well, that's empathy. You don't eat animals because you have empathy for them. Maybe you have more empathy for animals than humans. I have trouble relating to most people, but I have the punk world that's just always there for me, so.
May I please take a moment to thank you for speaking about Miss Natilla. What you said was true, and it really brought back a lot of good memories. She was nothing if she wasn't absolutely genuine, so thank you.
Oh my God, I hate that dude. She loved gay dudes, so whatever. Anyways, next point.
You make money for YouTube, Gary. The response vid you posted directed at me got 2,000 views. That means you brought 2,000 people to YouTube.com. You made YouTube an interesting place for 2,000 people, and you've been doing it for 20 years for free. Maybe you have a narcissistic response and think, well, so what? Okay, well, there's 300 million Americans all with YouTube in their pocket, all doing the same thing. So then you go on to say you're not a leader, you're stickum. On Saturday nights was absolutely the hang for anyone that was terminally online for a very long time, Gary. People from all over the world would come to hang out at your stickum. That was something you manifested naturally, just by being you. Like I said, Natilla absolutely adored you. And I remember what she said. She said, you're just so
American.
American.
And don't talk crap about George. You go on about how pitiful his soldiers were. Well, that shows how great of a leader he was.
We really are one of the luckiest countries to have had George as our first president.
Like seriously, our three greatest presidents were a traitor, a gay dude, and a guy in a wheelchair. We really are one of the most badass countries ever. Look around you, there's nothing like that in the world. Forgive my nationalism, but that's something to behold.
And you say they stole it. Who did they steal it from, Gary? France, England, and Spain were here for 300 years. And in those 300 years, people started speaking American. And if you laugh at that, there is no greater crime than robbing someone of their native tongue. It's like Americans invented the F word. It came from the word fix. And someone asked somebody if they could fix something for them, and they accidentally said they can F with it.
I mean, think about it. What is more American than the F word? So who did they steal it from, Gary?
The revolution was the final straw. It always is. Revolutions don't happen when times are good. This relates back to the button. I'm gonna tie it all in eventually.
So, let's go with that they stole it. Well, okay, they then went on to make it the first constitutional republic in human history. Aristotle said it could work. Until George, it had never been tried. And the whole rest of the world said it was anarchy. Said it would never work. No king, no religion, freedom of speech, right to protest. It was total insanity. But it worked because Americans were already like that. Americans were anarchists before they invented the word.
And so slavery and Native Americans. George freed all his slaves in his will. This is common knowledge. And the genocide of the Native Americans was Andrew Jackson. Manifest destiny, he called it. Hitler doesn't define German society today. Hitler was a criminal that used the government to commit crimes against humanity. That doesn't mean government is bad. That means fascists are bad.
So slavery was a crime. But us being a constitutional republic made it so we the people can change the law. So that's how you get the 13th Amendment.
So true American history, if you're going to consider Black Americans as equals who are being discriminated against, is slavery, abolitionist movement, Civil War, Knights of Labor, Jim Crow, segregation, Civil Rights Act, crack epidemic caused CIA, hip-hop, political correctness, and then boom, Obama.
And then you've got the prison industrial complex, and Native American relations still aren't good, and the Chinese that built the railroad, and Japanese Americans in internment camps,
and migrant workers not getting paid, and yeah, these are all crimes, Gary, committed by individuals who abuse their positions of power. So, sorry, but I know you're just going to keep saying, what about this and what about that, till my head explodes. And this stupid crap you say about Anarchy Island. If what you said were true, we would have gone extinct a long time ago, Gary. We are on a desert island, it's called Earth, and we do live in anarchy, and you'll probably say, duh, yeah, it's bad, but we haven't gone extinct yet, Gary, so you're just wrong. But you say Bernie isn't the solution, so which is it, Gary? Us or them? You can't say anarchy is bad, but representative democracy is bad too. If you choose not to make a choice, then you're saying you want me to choose for you. Because I've made a choice. Me. Nobody knows how I like my eggs cooked better than me. Okay, so narcissism, anarchism, America. Now that we accept what these terms mean, we can discuss what to do about it. Just to recap, a narcissist is a loudmouth idiot that's easy to manipulate. An anarchist is someone who likes to be left to their own devices and who understands the best way to achieve and maintain certain said individual liberties is through collective action. In other words, democratic rule. In America, a nation of loudmouth idiots whom, by order of demand, created the first constitutional republic on Earth. I'm sorry, but you have to have a keen understanding of all these things to understand how and why this baby works. Okay, Gary, it's like I said before, it's in your IP and in your eyeballs. They've said, okay, you're human, you can come on the internet. But then they say, be nice or else we'll terminate your account. And that's emotional blackmail because people have a personal attachment to their content. And you and I both know the internet is not a nice place. So is everyone just pretending to be nice? Because that's narcissistic too. If you don't know how to be nice, like if you always have to pretend,
if the only reason you're being nice is because you know that's what society demands, that's not good. Like Ted Bundy was nice. Jeffrey Dahmer was nice. That's how they trick their victims. The reason I'm going on about this is because
I know this is going to sound corny, but the button is powered by empathy.
I know.
But we're going up against an army of narcissists, and more than that, how much do you care? Because this baby takes a lot of juice. Like you might get that this is man versus machine, and that without your direct participation, all of humanity is lost on Monday. But then on Tuesday, you're going to want to watch cartoons and take a nap. And thirdly, it is specifically against the terms of service to perform targeted harassment on YouTube. So we're not going to do raids, we're going to have a parade.
Okay, Gary, follow me here. It's an attention-based economy, right? It's actually a rage-bait society, but whatever. What that means is all we have to do is get attention.
And I don't want to argue about whether or not we should do it. You've got literally 1,000 videos, all titled Google is evil or some crap, right? So how do we get attention? By showing unity. Okay, but no one's ever done this before, Gary. The brigades that exist on YouTube are not organized. They're just hive-minded morons that perform raids as a chance to abuse somebody for fun. Instead of coming to the website as individuals and taking whatever YouTube serves us, we're going to take our buttons and then go to the vids together as one big brigade. Okay, and what this will do is render how many subscribers you have completely meaningless. Overnight, the only thing that will matter is who has the biggest, most well-organized brigade.